you like this chair to sit on?
No, that's fine. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you the story today about a little girl, probably a little bit older than you. Can either of you tell the time? Now, that's something you'll have to learn, isn't it? Do you know when the hand is right up, then it's o'clock? Well, I'm going to tell you a story about a little girl. We'll call her Mary. That's not really her name, but we'll call her Mary. And she had learnt to tell the time. And so for Christmas, what do you think she had for a Christmas present? No, she didn't have a baby. She had a watch. And she was very proud of her watch. This was wonderful. And so she wore it all the time, and she could tell what time it was. Well, time went on, and it came to the summer, and Mary went on holiday with her mummy and daddy and her big sister Molly, and they went to a little island. They stayed in a nice little chalet in the middle of a field. Well, the next morning, of course, Mary wanted to go to the seaside. And so they got the things together. Mary got her bucket and spade, and they had to walk across the field and down the road to a disused railway line. Now, the railway line hadn't been used for a long time, and so the grass was high, and there were wildflowers and all sorts of things there. But Mary had great fun jumping from one sleeper to another. When they got to the end of the railway line, they had to cross the main road where the buses and cars went, and then they were on the beach. And it was a lovely sandy beach, and Mary and Molly and Mummy and Daddy, they had lots of fun there on the beach, but all too soon it was time to go back again. So they went back across the sand, across the main road, and then along this disused railway line again, up the hill, in the field, and they got to the field, and Mary thought, I wonder what time it is. She looked, but where was her watch? She'd lost her watch. Oh, she was so upset. So her mum said, well, look, I'll go with you and we'll go back and look for the watch while Molly and Daddy go back and make a start on getting dinner. So they walked back down the road looking very carefully, but they couldn't see the watch. They came to the disused railway line, but the grass was so high, how could they possibly find a watch? But they looked as carefully as they could, but they couldn't find it. Then they came to the main road. They had to look carefully, make sure nothing was coming. They crossed over and went on the beach, and they still couldn't find it. So Mary started digging the sand, but her mummy said, that won't help, that will only bury it. And they looked, couldn't find it. And Mary said, well, do you think we could ask Jesus? Do you think he would help us find it? And Mummy said, all right. So there on the beach they knelt down and asked Jesus to help them find the watch. They opened their eyes, and what do you think they saw? They didn't know. There's no watch, just sand. Well, Mummy said, it's no good, we'll have to go back. So very sad. Mary walked back with her mum across the sand. They came to the main road. They got halfway across the road when Mary suddenly said, look! And she bowed down, and there, right in the middle of the road where all the cars and buses had been going, was her watch. She picked it up and went to the side of the road, and do you know, nothing had run over it. It was still working, and it was quite all right. Wasn't that wonderful? In the middle of the road. And so there, right beside of the road, do you know what they did? Mary and her mum, they knelt down right beside of the road and thanked Jesus for helping them find the watch and for keeping it safe as well. Do you know there's a verse in the Bible? It's in James chapter 5, and it says, is anyone in trouble? He should pray. Is anyone happy? He should sing songs of praise. Now, Mary, she prayed when she was in trouble, didn't she? And I think she was happy enough that she could have sung psalms all the way back the disused railway and back to the chalet, don't you? So you remember that when you are in trouble, you can always talk to Jesus and know that he helps and that he loves you. And I know that this story is true because I was Mary. All right? You can go back to your seats. Thank you.